Hello and welcome. I just received my Anna Griffin Slimline Concentric die set and I thought we could make a card together. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open them. I haven't opened it yet. I got these off of HSN and I love the price. They were only $18.99. I was going to get the embossing folders too, but when I saw the embossing folders, I realized that I have a few embossing folders that kind of look like that from Cricut, and that I also can the slimline layer fits through the opening in the embossing folders of those Cricut folders, so I decided not to get them. So this is what it looks like. Let's see if I can get it out there. It looks really pretty. This is the information sheet that came along with it. The die set has a shadow layer, your main layer, and two concentric layers. And so my friend's birthday is on St. Patrick's Day, and so my goal is to make her a card with this die set on today. So let's get started. So the first thing that we want to do is make our base card. I like to make my card bases 8 inches by 9 inches. It's just an easier measurement for me, because I know Anna says hers are 8 1/4 by 9 1/4. But I just like the easier measurements. So I like to be able to score at the 4-inch mark. I flip my paper and score and have my card base made and ready to go. The next thing we need to do is cut our card layer, and I like to cut those at 4 inches by 9 inches. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this cardstock. By 9 inches. And now I have the layer that's gonna go on the top. Now let's cut out our concentric frame. I'm gonna use my Anna Griffin Emboss. I'm gonna put the die facing down on the magnetic sheet. And now I have my shadow layer. Now let's cut our concentric layer. I'm gonna put the die face down on the magnetic mat and run it through my Emboss. Oh. And so I am using the long plate system to cut these dies. I'm using a pearlized metallic cardstock. It has a really pretty sheen on it, and that cut really well, and all the pieces stayed in the die, which is nice. So there's our next layer. So now I'm going to glue these 2 layers together. Okay, so now that I have my concentric layer and my shadow layer all stuck together, I want to cut this in half. I saw a sample card like this on HSN and I wanted to do it. And I said, oh, what a clever way to use the die. Cut it in half. Okay, so I have my 2 pieces cut. I tried to cut them on my paper trimmer, but it didn't go all the way through. So I recommend cutting it with an X-Acto knife and a ruler instead, if you're going to make this card. And I have my base layer, and I was gonna use this pretty pink side, but I think I'm actually going to use, it's a double-sided cardstock, and I think I'm gonna use this cream and gold side. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down onto my card base. And now I'm gonna glue these down to the sides of the card. Let me see if I can get them level. Oh my gosh, isn't that so pretty? My friend is going to absolutely love this card. It's got a good amount of weight to it too. It's pretty thick. Alright, so now that we have all that put together, I went on ahead and grabbed my plates and cut out some paper. So what I want to do is cut out 2 curtains, a top, a ballerina, and her dress on the Empress. Now that we have all of our die cut pieces, let's go ahead and put this card together. So we have our ballerina and her dress, and we're just gonna go ahead and glue the dress to the ballerina. And it takes a minute sometimes for the glue to set to the metallic card. So I'm just gonna set that over here for now. And the next thing that we need to do is cut these, I think they're called balances, to the size of the card. So I think what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and glue them down and then cut them from there. This one, I apparently cut it really wrong. There's like a bad edge here. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna cover it up, so I'm not even gonna bother worrying about it. First, but what I'm gonna do is glue it down to the second balance down to the first balance. This is gonna peek through a little bit. Just like that. And then I need to, since they're longer than the card, I need to cut the sides. Okay. I'm just gonna stick that right there. Take my scissors and cut away the excess. And then I have a cute sticker that I'm gonna just put over the top, which is how I was gonna cover it all up. All right, super cute. So I had this medallion and I want to put it on the sides here, so I'm just going to cut this in half and then I'm going to glue the sides over here. Okay, so while that's drying, let's put our foam dots on our curtains. All right, this is coming along quite nicely. And then our ballerina can stand tall and proud in the center. So what I have is a really pretty cake. There we go. So we have our cake on there. We're gonna put a champagne bottle. Trying to strategically place my foam. I have a little flourish that I'm just gonna tuck on the side of the cake here. And then I'm gonna put my sentiment right here. And this, my friends, is the card. It's a happy birthday card for my friend whose birthday is in St. Patrick's Day. Hope you enjoyed making this card with me. Have a wonderful day.